Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another Hero Factory 1 year later video. Now, this is a little bit later because when I did this whole breakout theme, it was around May, end of May to June era that I covered these figures. But this year during that time I was really busy with other things like life related things, and I had to take a mental break from social media and all that. So a lot of things got in the way, and that pushed me back from making this video. So apologize. It's like a year and a month later, not exactly 1 year later, but you get the idea. I still eventually did it. Thank you for the person, I forgot who it was, but you reminded me in the comments. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta make it. So yeah, I made it. Here we go. Hero Factory Breakouts, and must I say, it is probably Hero Factory's biggest wave ever. Not just in the theme, just in the quantity of figures that theme had. I think they went all out for Breakout, and they just rolled out a ton of figures. Look at how far I had to zoom back on the table, because that's how much room all the figures have taken up. They've practically taken up the entire table, which is just absolutely insane. Obviously, I think I've stated this last year when I did these figures, was the fact that I think it was, yeah, they had every single hero, because Hero Factory has a total of 9 official heroes that they've put on the forefront for the sets, and in Breakout they have every single hero as a set, even though 3 of these heroes didn't actually appear in the Breakout episodes of the TV show. So it's fine, you know. Them not having an appearance in the show is okay, because what they're made up for, like the figures, the physical toys, the physical Lego sets are made up for it, so that's fine. So I will say Breakout is definitely a strong theme, and I really did like it. I think it took me a long time to go through each and every figure last year, so I think I did it by like the pairings that each, like the hero and villain pairing that were officially listed. So for example, Speed of Demon, Stormer XL, Thornrax, Breeze, Split Face Surge, Toxic Reaper, Evil. You get the idea. Basically like that. So I don't remember too much information on what I said last year, but I'm just looking at this now from again, this is 1 year later, so I'm looking at this from a fresh new perspective, just looking back at these figures. And you know what, it's actually quite crazy that this has been a year since I've covered these figures. Like, it didn't feel long ago that I was standing outside my door grabbing the parcels of these figures as they came in, and then opening the parcel and saying, ah yes, it's another figure, and then doing the video of it. So it's crazy. It's been a year. I'm still like trying to fathom that. Like, that's just insane. It's a year already. Time just goes by so quickly. Like Savage Planet, those sets felt like just like yesterday that I did it. But no, it's last year March. Not this year's March, last year. So, oh my god, I don't even know. But anyways, going back on topic, we're focusing on Breakout here. It's still crazy for Breakout that I've been doing this for over a year. So which figures have I had in the beginning? So I've collected Hero Factory sets when it first came out. I didn't collect everything as I couldn't afford all of it. So some of them have been around with me for the longest of times, and some I just got it in 2020. So that being XT4. XT4, I'm sure you may have heard, is my first and ever Hero Factory figure. It's also special because it's the first ever time I record a Lego review using a camera. It's the first time I actually filmed a review. You won't see the original video, not whatsoever, because I deleted that old Lego channel years ago, so you will not be able to see that. But the XT4 is special because, yeah, it's my first time doing a YouTube video, and it's the first Hero Factory set I ever got. So that XT4 has a special place in my heart. Which means I also had Nex. I found Nex at Winners. If you don't know what Winners is Winners is basically, I don't know if it's in the US, I think it's renamed as Macy's in the US. But basically it's a discount store. You get stuff that's like 60% off from the original price. You never know what you find in winter. It's always random crap. And the toys aisle, it's just incredibly unorganized and messy. There's toys that have been opened, stolen, incomplete. It's very, very rare that you'll be able to dig out a fresh, new sealed toy product. And I managed to score the Breakout next in 2013. So that, again, was pretty special. Other figures other Breakout figures that I've had with me, I've only had, Next was one, Stringer was another one. I didn't get Voltix until this year, so I had Stringer for the longest of times, but not Voltix. Stormer XL and Speed Demon, those were retiring when I bought them from Toys R Us, so that was special. And Jawblade and Split Face, so that's that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said this last year, but just gonna say this again. So again, let's look at the heroes first. My favorite heroes, I believe I said my all-time favorite hero was Breeze. And I think I know why, because again, Breeze has a good color scheme, an overloading of weapons with the staff, shooter and everything. So there's that, and then I think my second favorite was Raka. I think it was Raka. Raka's good crossman, all that. The tiny heroes were good. I did wish there was more for Evil, because it just seemed weak that he only has like a super tank arm that can like withstand the Toxic and Toxic Reaper. I feel like he could have had just a little more. Stringer has a really sick looking gun. Stormer XL, glad to see the Alpha leader is a Titan hero. Didn't really like Ferno, the fact that he's out of his element, which is creative, but I didn't really like the design that LEGO has tackled for his out of the elements gear. Next, wasn't my favorite. Bulk was good, but the missile launchers on his shoulders they could have been built better on him. And Surge, just an awkward color scheme. Felt really weak, didn't really like him. And yeah, so there's that. And then we got the villains. Of course, we got the big baddie, Black Phantom, voiced by Mark Hamill. That is very epic. Black Phantom, I know some people didn't like it because he's like a copy of Firelord. But I think Black Phantom is a lot better than Firelord in every way possible. Like, I really like Black Phantom. He's one of Hero Factory's best villains, I really think. Not just because he's voiced by Mark Hamill, but just because the character is pretty epic. And the figure is pretty epic. He's got that mace, staff, which you can't go wrong with it. The spiders, although the set only gives you one. In the show, he has a whole army of those spiders, which is pretty insane. And then we have my second. Oh yeah, no, I can't speak. That's not my all-time favorite. Black Phantom's good, but it ain't my all-time favorite. My all-time favorite villain from this wave is Core Hunter, without a doubt. Core Hunter is sick. Basically, he's like an assassin or bounty hunter. His main goal is to rip out the hero cores off the heroes. That's cool, and he looks really cool. Second favorite, Split Face. Love the concept of him. He has this good looking design, half and half. I'll take it. Organic metal, yeah, that works. Speed Demon was out of the ordinary, one of those few occasional vehicle sets for Hero Factory, and that was quite welcoming. Really loved this bike. And then there's also, there's Black Phantom. And then after, I think it was Thornrax, I liked the idea of like a little bug-like villain. And I think they've tackled it quite nicely with Thornrax. And then Toxic Reaper, pretty epic. Kind of small, so I guess he's one of those smaller villains. And then XT4, yes, being my OG, but I felt like as an android, his design could have used a little more. Voltix is just a mess of colors, just like a giant rainbow or giant Lucky Charm rainbow just slapped Hero Factory and gave them Voltix. That's basically what happened. The only thing I really like about Voltix is pretty much the lightning whip. It's cool to see a villain or a character have a whip instead of an actual physical solid weapon. Like, a whip is pretty cool. So, and then at the very bottom of the list, Jawblade. Didn't like him. As a shark, I get it, but as a shark with arms and that can swim and talk, well, sharks are supposed to swim, but as a shark that has a blade and then on land he just walks so awkward. He just doesn't work. I don't really think Jawblade was tackled quite well enough. So, bottom of the list, yeah. So, that being said, Breakout is a pretty solid theme. Probably one of Hero Factory's best themes. And I do think if Hero Factory was to continue, not saying it will, but if it does, I feel like they could reuse some of these villains here, these Breakout villains, because these villains all have potential. Maybe one of these villains can highlight the next season or something. Maybe they can make Lego can release a new set of a certain villain, maybe like Core Hunter, and give him like a new design, a fresh new design or something. That would be pretty cool. Or maybe, yeah, I wouldn't say bring back Black Phantom, because Black Phantom is pretty much the main villain of this. So I would say maybe try one of these guys, like Core Hunter. I can see a season with Core Hunter being the lead villain. That would be pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. But unfortunately, LEGO gave up Hero Factory for more of their licensed themes, because, you know, money, revenue, and all that. But nice, just looking back at this now, a year later after I've done the videos, Breakout is pretty nice. And I will still, up to this day, rate it as one of my top themes here of Hero Factory. So after this, I will probably be doing, I think it was Ordeal of Fire, and then we will finish it off in August with Rise of the Rookies. And I think that's it. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. If you want to see the individual reviews for these guys, I will leave the playlist in the card, or in the end screen, or in the link in the description below. So, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.